Hello, right there. I just want to show you the CASS machine. It's a brand new software that I've just done. It's right here. It's the first time I'm going to install it, so it may have a few problems, but I don't think so. As you can see, it's still fresh. It's SA class teacher X. The file description is the CASS machine 2015 PS. It's the software that's used for processing the CASS. So we're going to open this. As easy as that. Create a desktop icon. Install. There it is. So I'm gonna finish without launching. So this is our CASS machine. See. So I'm gonna right click, always run as administrator to be safe. Now it's gonna take a little while because the first time we're running it here. Fortunately, it's here. This is the CASS machine, and this is your small menu. CASS machine 2015. That's the installation. It's as easy as that. Okay, the CASS machine is already installed as per the video that you just watched. Let's have a look at how it works. This is the brand new program, very nice program. This is just for physical sciences at the moment. I intend to make for all the other subjects, especially the languages. They need to, all these calculations at times are tiring. You can turn on, this is the interface. You turn on internet. It may take a while to load, depending on my connectivity. So it loads for you the internet. Yeah, that's what basically you'll be seeing. Yeah, kind of slow though, but this is our forum. You can always get on the forum and contribute. It's all about the contributions. You can turn off the internet if it's bothering you. That's our CASS machine. Now this is your first interface. It's very clear here. It tells you this is grade 12 system admin login. This is the grade 12 basically panel. Okay, so because it's based on the grade 12 admin login, you can just log in from there. Pretty easy. Let's choose grade 12 for now. You will have a password to log in. I mean, this is just because of security. It has to be secure. If someone comes in and gets into your station and they change things there, then it's not good. I'm gonna give you the password. So for right now, you won't see that, so it logs you in. This is the nice interface. I think it's nice. That's how it looks like. We have 18 records right now, learners basically. These are just arbitrary learners. You see, like Joe Budden, Kinas. What does that mean? Butu and all this. You can always navigate. We have put lots of navigation. This takes you to the first record. This takes you to the last. You can always see it here. 18 records. This is the 18th record. Bandit. 18th record out of 18, and the first one is this one, record 1, Jefferson. You go to the next one, is Biniman Berry. It goes on like that till the last. Now this is your interface. What if you didn't have records? And that's what you are definitely gonna have, because these are not the names of your learners. You just click this small button, the green one, or you can click this new record basically. So the surname, let's say the surname is Jonathan Lungisi, and the last name is Hadebe. Email, you can leave it, you can put whatever email you want, mail, and that's, you have added a record. You go to the next, you add another record. Balungisi, I don't know what that name is. Amane Nora. Always choose that's a female, just for gender balance purposes. So we have now 20 records, you can see, and this is the last record. Now you can go to previous. This is the Jonathan Lungisi that we just put. You can enter the marks by clicking there. You get this small interface. This is for entering your marks. very neat. People like the whole Excel thing, but I don't quite like it. It's too big and it is cluttered, and you have to keep track of this and that. For example, let's just show what's already completed here, like the grade 12. Let's take the grade 12 final CASS. There were some records I put in before. We're just going to view this. So assume you're using Excel. It has all this AMW and all that, and you're fidgeting. Basically you're fighting with it. You're trying to get something done. You don't know whether you are putting the marks in Balungisi's record or you're putting it where. It kind of confuses you, isn't it? Now this is a very simple interface that I built. Very easy. You can do all you want from here. We shall start from the top here and describe it to the bottom. We shall talk about this in this small movie. Watch it to the end. This is the most important part, and then basically the rest of the things will be very easy. I intend to make a few videos just because it's straightforward. So this is the name of the learner, Jonathan Mlungisi. Physical sciences, because the whole of this CASS machine, that's why it has PS somewhere. It's basically for physical science, and I intend, maybe because I'm a physical science educator anyway, you could as well see it from here. So I will make for maths and all these other subjects. Just your support. You have to buy these programs. The price is not a lot, just $1.99 for something as good as this. So you will definitely make your life easy. So what will happen is that this is, okay, basically this is Jonathan Mlungisi, the name of the person, so that you know whose record you're on. And physical sciences is actually not necessary because you know you're dealing with physical sciences. This would be with a physical science teacher. As a class teacher 2015, basically the whole CASS machine is part of as a class teacher 2015, which is the mother software for production of report cards, schedules and all that. I just thought I could make a small program for CASS because everybody is suffering with CASS. I'm suffering with CASS. Okay, Excel just doesn't do it for me. Because if you enter marks, for example, for term 1, you print them, you go for moderation and all that. By the time term 3 reaches, you are really looking for term 1 work. Everyone knows that. You're really looking for where it is and you're trying to catch it. But that's where the hardship is. So with this program, you have installed it on your computer. So basically, you don't even need to think about where you left your what and all that. It will always be here. At the end of the year, you still print out what you want. You print at any time you want. By the end of the year, it's just a matter of putting in the term 3 and do the prints. And that's all with grade 12. And remember, it's also going to help with grade 11, grade 10. I can only imagine how hard it is to keep record of 3 classes for teachers that are teaching grade 10, 11, and 12. Like me, I'm teaching all the 3 classes, physical sciences. So keeping track of grade 10 is there, 11 is there, 12 is there. You're going to lose these things. And they say science teachers and maths teachers are very disorganized. If that's true, then you have to organize yourself like this. Okay? Now, we're done with now there is decimal places here. You can put 0 decimal place. Let me just show you what that means. I'll use this example. You see everything is 0 decimal place. 100 is in 100.0 basically, so it doesn't show anything. Decimal 0, like 100.0 if I can say. If I say 100.0 is actually to 1 decimal place. Just 100, just a number, that's it. No point nothing. So that's the 0 decimal place. That's what it means. If you turn it on to 1 decimal place, you will see the change immediately here. Let's view this. You see now there is 125.7 and this 0.3 and this is kind of skewed right now. I don't know why. And all that because of the weights, most likely. The weights are never so big like this, and the space that's provided is never to handle these big spaces, but it will work for you right. The adjustments and everything will be done, will work for you right. So you can just see very clearly here. You can really see clearly that you get those point things. But I would emphasize we just use 20 decimal place. Still you round, but I'll make sure it goes to 1 decimal place and it fits nicely for everyone. The demo version is out. This is a demo. Just download it and try and use it before we start 2015 January, so that everything is ready, you're used to it, and if there's any problem you tell me, sir, this part really doesn't work well, so that I fix these things before we start January. The school is Kronos. Kronos is basically my company, small time company, Kronos High School. You won't be able to change this because you haven't paid me any money. The money is not a lot, $199, okay, for all this work I did for weeks. Okay, just $199, and then I will give you a version that allows you to have your school name there because it matters. Okay, let's have a look at this. We go back there. Decimal places were done with it. This just shows you the record. This is the 19th record out of 20 records. If I press that, this is the 20th record. If you press this small thing, just shows you this is the first record. You'll find out by yourself. It takes you to the first record. This takes you to the last record. This takes you back one step. That's 19. This takes you front, next, basically, one step. The same. These are just versions of that. Close closes just that, doesn't close the whole program. You basically can't just close the program. You just log in here, the close is here. So it's quite safe for you to do your work. I have to log in again. So it's there, so that's it. Show all, basically if you search, for example, you search for people whose names are BA, it shows that there are 3 people, and this is the first out of the 3, Baron. You can go to the next, it will tell you there is Bandit Benedetta is the second out of the 3 searches that you got, people with BA. So if you want now to work with everyone else, you click show all. It shows all the 20. This is 18th record out of 20. That's done. Grade 12 we deal with term 1, term 2, term 3. That's done with the CASS. Here is the standard document that I got from, I think, my subject advisor early this year in that workshop. So it's standard, any changes you can make. Now in term 1 you can do an experiment, or I think it's a project. So you choose. Mainly I think they emphasize the experiment. So when you choose there, it comes also on the label. It helps, so make sure you choose that because that's how it will be labeled. Now up here, it's always a good thing to look at the tooltip. Tooltip is basically this. When I put that, you see what it puts down there. What is the experiment out of? What weight does the experiment contribute? What is the control test, paper 1, out of? Like that. So it helps you so that you know what is going where. And okay, this is term 1 experiment. So assume we just put that the weight is gonna be 20. The weights normally they're standard, it comes from the department. But I left it like that so you can put the weight by yourself, because you never know. The department will come up with something else. And not only that, this could not be fixed because it's kind of tricky. Like in term 1, they wanted to put here 25, and they wanted here to put 75 at the moment. So what's going to happen? Meaning you can use, like in term 1, you don't have all the marks for term 2 and term 3. So these are the things that I use for the report card. So the calculations are based on this, and this will also be 25, 75, 25, 75, like that. Okay, that's the standard. But then in the last term, remember they have written the exams, and you still put your 25 here and your 75 weight here for the September paper 1, paper 2, and that was what you got for your report card marks. Okay, term 3 report card marks. Let's just have a look. It's gonna come here, grade 12 merit, grade 12 SBA for term 3. So you can view the grade 12 SBA. So you see that the weight is 25 and 75, and these are your total marks. This is what you use for the report card, basically. That's what you use for the report card. Close it. So that's it. But then remember, where am I going? Remember, when now you're compiling the final CASS, what you're going to submit, all these changes. Now I think, I don't quite recall, but I think this would be like about 10 or something. This one is like 15. Now you don't need to calculate all that again. You just need to change this, and this is only changed in one place. It propagates throughout the records. You don't need to go to the next record and change it. The ones on top here remain the same. You just change it on any record and remain the same. Let's go to record number 1. So here is where you put the marks. Now the color is red because the marks are not there. The white parts are going to be calculated for you. Those are weights. They're not even supposed to be on this. I'm a minimalist. Like, I really want things to be small, and people should not fight with complex things. But this is only shown here because it's like a queue. if I can call it, like people see like, oh, the weight, because they'll be asking, oh, now what's the weight, and all that, what's the weight. So it is good if they can see, but this will be calculated for you automatically. I'm going to spend some time here. Just listen to me, and I'll make another video for the whole thing, but just because this is where you'll spend a lot of time on. So the project, assume somebody got 100% in the project. The weight is going to be 10. Now it shows the name of the person, and what this person have as the total marks is just 10. It's 10. And if they got 100% in the control test, they now have 25. If they have 100, now someone is going to ask, those who are keen right here. You see, here there's control test and this control test. Okay. Now these are 100%. Okay, let's just deal with term 1. Like we make here 25 and we make here 75. Okay, it'll be easy for us to see there. Now, as you can see very clearly, is that this one got 100, mean they already have a weight of 25 in the project. Here is 100, control test paper 1, and it's already showing 75 without even putting control test paper 2. Now the problem, the reason I put this, it's actually technical, but I think you will be able to understand why it's like that. It's like this because at times the control test, they just do one paper. Okay? At times they do one paper, and in that one paper there is paper 1 and paper 2, and they expect you to split them. Section A may be out of 50 and out of 50. So it's always wise to put this. Now, if it's only one paper and they just say put out 100, you just get that. What if the person got 100 paper 2, that 2 papers? This will still remain 75. Okay, it will still remain 75. If they get 90, now this is now averaging. Now you see, now it's breaking it down now. Okay, it's 96, not percentage, so it gets that. You see, now this turns to blue, which I think is good. This is red, meaning you haven't done anything on it yet. So now we put 100 here in term 2. This person gets 100, and then now you see the marks are going to 250 something because the weights are adding up. Now if we put the weight to be 100, let's say here 10, and here let's say it's going to be 25. The weight for this exam says it's going to be 30. Let's say 10. The weight here is going to be 25. And 25 and 25 is already 50, 60, 70. So let's just say 10 here, and let's say here is going to be 30. So that will make 100. I think so. This is 50. This is supposed to be 20. So that's going to be 100. Now you see the percentage sign also now appears because it's 100 is adding up to 100. So that's when the percentage sign comes in. If it's more than 100, I think it's a little thing that I put there. It doesn't show because it's going to be more than 100. So most people are not used to percentages that are more than 100. There's inflation like 400%. Those are tricky stuff, but we don't want to bother with all that. Let's just keep our percentage to 100. So that's it. So if this super gets 250, meaning they got everything, rare though, and this one maybe they got 50, and this would be 5, and this one they got 50, and maybe they got also 50 somewhere there. It will still remain there like they're 10. So for this person, you're done with entry of the marks. So you go to the next record, enter, next record, enter, next record, enter. But the whole best thing that I like about this, you don't need to fight with this thing. You have entered the records in term 1. It's there. It's going to stay there. Okay? Like you don't need to look for anything because the software is installed on your computer. Very easy. It makes your life easy. Okay? And then now you can just go and view here, and you view the SBA like we have for term 1, and we would have it straight away here. You just see it's just done for you. It shows halfway because that's the view. It even tells you not that you can only see a page here, the nature of the program. But when you print it out, it brings you, the whole thing is really good. You print it out here, the printing, we are printing the SBA. Okay, how do we do this? Let me first cancel out this for a minute. Cancel. Now what happens here, you choose. These are the standard documents that we are supposed to produce. Okay, this is not part of it though, but these others are. This and this are not part of what you're supposed to produce and give to a department or to your cluster coordinator or to the, the subject advisor and all that. But these are additional stuff that you're gonna like, because you need. Basically, I want you to use this software to manage even your learners. What have you given them? The books, this and that, so that you only deal with one small thing. So we choose the term 1 SBA recording sheet. Then you can print. What you want to print, you just choose it from a list. Very easy. Choose, and that's it. Just choose, and that's your preview. It's not really gonna be brown like this. It's like this because of the color of this. Okay, if your paper is yellow, it's gonna be yellow. If it's white, it's gonna be white. So it was wise not to make sure the color is white, because what if you're printing on a yellow paper? There will be a white background on that yellow background, and you know how it looks. Now, before we come even here, I want us to go back a little bit. Print. It's good that you read this, at least for the first time, when you're doing this, because otherwise you're going to mess up everything. It says, please choose portrait in the orientation settings in the next dialog window. This is a dialog window. Not that you can only see, okay, one page. It already told us when we were viewing that. All right. Now here is where the orientation setting is. Now it defaults to landscape. Not really defaults, but at times it goes to landscape. It's kind of confused. But just choose portrait. It's going to give you, especially for this, if it says put it in landscape, then choose landscape. For example, for the overall CASS recording sheet is quite big, so you only have to put in landscape mode. So here you just say okay. You choose your printers and all that. This is not part of the software now. You will know what printer you're working with and all that. I have this printer installed here. So print current record. Do not choose print current record, because if you choose print current record, it's only going to choose this one. You see this one which is colored. It's only going to print only the record for Jefferson K. That's it. So choose records being browsed, and in this case it's going to print all the records. It does a good thing because you see this one orders them in alphabetical order. There are some which are merit, and it's also there. It alters, it arranges them, orders them according to merit, basically how they have performed, and that's it. So this is okay, and it takes you where? Now mine is printing here. You can hear the printer kicking in. Yeah, the color ink, the color is low, but I can print in the black because everything here is black. Okay, and the ink goes too fast. Just bought this cartridge today, over 350, and you cannot even print a lot out of it. Okay, so it's printed. Unfortunately, you cannot see it, but it's nice. It's printed well. I like it, and just like the way you saw it. Let me just dump it there. So that's with the entering of the marks. Now you tell me that this is a hard software to use. It's not. And tell me that you are really going to suffer with this software. You are not. Okay. The other things you need to know is lender. Lender is very good. Lender. Not money lenders this time, just lender. Okay, lender, you'll add the books here. The books, the rulers. You can put whatever else that you're lending to your learners. Okay, they normally confuse lending and borrowing. I think they have to know how to use that term. I'm not teaching English here, but there's a lender and there's a borrower. You the teacher, you are lending to the learners, and the learners are borrowing from you. Some people, they say, hey, can you borrow me your ruler? I don't understand that. Can you lend me a ruler? Okay, that's not part of the whole thing. Okay, so it's study and master. I'm going to give it to you. Status not returned. Put the number there, 34 stroke 2015 or stroke 15, depends on how you number, because the space is too big, but it will still be there. You will still see there. Date borrowed is entered automatically. That means I'm making this video on December 21. Christmas is near. I'm still here. Date returned, it's not returned, so you just leave it there. Okay? Date returned, just leave it there. It's not a return. But when they return it, just choose the date. Okay, not backdated like that. Returned on Christmas, and we say returned here, and it's going to show it green. So that's basically it, and it shows you a small summary here. You can go there. These are your notes on this particular learner. You want to write some notes about learners. Some learners that really don't bring back the books, so you just write the notes there on general notes on this learner. Yeah, notes about the about the book if they don't return the books at the end. Okay, so this is the lender. You'll be lending these learners lots of stuff, protractor and rulers. They will have their names tied to it. Put the numbers there, and you don't need to worry so much. At the end of the year, you need to print this and give it to them, to the department or whoever. Not really to the HOD. Still, there's a department somewhere. Meaning you come here, list of items lent out. We're just gonna view them. I'm not gonna print them right now. Let me move this out the way. So you see Jeff K's names appear. These are ghost records. I will clean up the database. Okay, it leaves the ghost records, meaning you deleted this item, and this is what happens. But I'm gonna clean up this and make sure it's really cleaned up. Actually, when you start with a brand new database, it doesn't come up. So here, the way it does, it puts the status on top, then the names and all that. So for now, you're just seeing a few names here. So this man borrowed that, the status, you didn't update it, so you're not going to see it. Number of the ruler, you didn't put it. Started master, you can track him down because here you put the number here. And return date, okay, return. You need to track him for that. He has returned it here. Returned crosses it, not returned. These are the things he has returned. So this is just a small thing. This is not a dedicated software for the library. It's just to help you sort out things. You will never go wrong. Just fill the spaces all. You will never go wrong. It will help a lot. Okay, so that's all with the lender. What else do we need to look at? We need to look at the settings here. This is a very small setting that, we assume just one teacher should do that, because this software can be, but if a school bought for grade 12, 11, and 10, then I think it's just an easy thing that each teacher should install it on that system. There's no need sharing one software. Let the grade 10 teacher install it, 11 and 12 install. Let them run their own things. You don't need to put them together. But assume they don't have laptops. Then they will have one software installed in one place, and they will still log in. Still, the grade 12 teacher needs to get some permission from the grade 11 or grade 10 for them to log in and see grade 10 work, because some teachers are really close. When they do that things, they really don't want people interfering. So that's why I had to put those things in. And that's just about it. So that's how it's going to be. So the settings, you just put on these names. Right now, you cannot do anything with this, especially this. That's my principal name and my HOD, just Zway and all these other things. And provinces for everyone, not just for KwaZulu-Natal. In Northern Cape, just pick a copy and all that stuff. All these small things that, you will play with them. Very easy stuff. And this is the search is everything. This is the show all and refresh. You click it once in a while. Windows machines are always like that. And then assume you are the teacher who is teaching all this. Still, you need these passwords. Okay? I just think it's safe. I know it's tiring at times, but you don't work on 12, 11, 12 all the time. You won't be logging in too much time. You log in like twice or thrice and you work, and so it's not really much burden. So I think you just log in. Still, you need the password there, and this takes you to the grade 11 terminal. You want to go back. Still, you need to, authenticate. You need to show that you're the one, educator, who is concerned with that thing. So that's just about it. Quite easy, isn't it? Now, last year's NSC average percentage is good. You need to put last year's there. Here you browse the website, you want to go to my site, just click that, it takes you there. It's also here. It will always be there. I need people to, know where these resources are, and they go pick these resources. It helps them, and it's not expensive. And I'm not getting rich out of it anyway. I'm just helping. So here, last year's NSC, so you're supposed to enter the average percentage. Oh boy, look at his eyes. It's like, hey, you're almost on the line, my friend. Okay, If you got 100% like me the previous year, yeah, 2 thumbs up. Okay, if you got like 80%, still, yeah, but 1 thumb up. You just got 80. It's not like you got 100%. So just okay. If you got like 60%, man, I don't know what to tell you. You look at that smile, Shrek. And then if you get like say 55, I think it's still like I don't know. It looks bad, not so bad. It's laughing at you basically to get to 45. Those from 30 to 45, that's laughing at you. And if you can get from 0 to 29%, then it's gonna be like, what happened? Okay, it's some fun stuff. But it's not just about fun stuff. These things are actually needed in some of the records. So let's go with that smile. So that's it. This machine is called the cash. It's called the CASS machine. Okay, cash. So bring in the cash, but it's CASS machine. Sorry, this is the CASS machine 2015. Tongue twister a little bit there, and the months. Choose the right month. It's actually used somewhere in one of the documents. The month, basically, I don't know where else, but it's used in the class list. So if you're gonna have a class list, because it's gonna print for you a class list, organize the names in alphabetical order, and this is a class list you need. Week 1, 2, 3, 4. It tells you January 2015. Because here it's January and the year here is chosen 2015. So if you leave it blank, it's just going to choose whatever it wants to choose, and whatever it is, you have to see it's going to choose December 2015. Okay, it's not really whatever it is. It takes the December, which is the month for this year, and the year, it picks that one. Assume this is not also chosen. I don't know what's there. I can't recall. I wasn't paying much time here. December. Doesn't know. Okay, so just choose that. I don't think this is a lot of work, because these are things you just choose once and for all. Let me choose it for those who will be in school in January, and they will have the software. They don't need to hassle with that, so that's it. You don't need to do it once, and that's it. So that's the software. It's looking really good. I'm really so excited that you guys get it. Try it out, and if you like it, just go on the website. I like it on the website because it's good, because it creates that awareness. We have laptops as educators. They're there, but all we use them for is Excel and typing. Can you imagine that? When you can install the software and you use it for quite a lot of stuff. So that's about it. Parent or guardian, that's for the learner. Put them there. What else do you need to know? I've exhausted everything. It's getting boring a little bit, but that's just about it. So grade 10 and that, you just log in to go there, nothing else. So let's go to this particular thing. It says grade 12. This grade 12 just tells you that these are grade 12 records. If you're on grade 11, what's the password for grade 11? Oh gosh, it's tricky now, It's correct. Okay, when you're at grade 11, it doesn't show grade 11, it will show grade 12 and 10, and grade 11 is here. So whatever is shown on this left upper corner just tells you that there's a class you're dealing with. It should be easy for you to tell that these are the ones I'm not dealing with. Okay, and here it says system admin login. These are system admin logins. Okay, for example, there are just a few system admin logins, like grade 12 educator, 11 and 10. Authorized user would be someone who is authorized basically by me, and then the developer is basically me. So if you are the grade 12, it can still go there. Let's see the grade 12. The same password you used to log into the grade 12 panel is the same one you're going to use here, but now we're not. Okay, let's just go to grade 12. Okay, grade 12 is, you wish you could hear it. It opens for you this. That's grade 12. Okay, you're logging in from the 11 panel, but you know it. Okay, maybe you're the same teacher. Now in the grade 12 here, it just shows you that. You can open my website and see if that's what you want done. You can always edit the, you can, did you see that, did you see that, did you see that, did you see that, did you see that? But I can change it, but you can see it. So that's the password. Still I'm going to put it on the website though. I don't know why I'm hiding it, check it there. Okay, this is a password hint. To give you the hint, you can put whatever you want. You can change this once you get the software, and you can delete all the records. Be careful with this thing. Once you press it, you need to read this. If you click delete all, it's going to delete everything in grade 12. You lose all and you won't recover it. So be careful when you want to delete this. You really want to delete every record, maybe because you want to enter things very fast. Like for example, when you get the software for the first time, you need to delete all this. So that's what you want. Okay, cancel. So here, how about this mark entry panel? Okay, mark entry panel is like a secondary security thing. You know, you can hide it, then say done. Read that. So it takes you back to grade 12. But now you have hidden it. Now it's no longer the marks. You see, we used to enter the marks from here. Now you can only view. So that this is good because if you just leave your computer like this and someone comes in, it'll be very hard for them to change the marks. Okay, they will really need to know your password for them to change. So you just put it in that mode. So all they can do is they can view. I don't think that's being so bad. That's not being selfish at all. They can view and probably they can print if they want to. So that is good. For example, if you're not at school and you are maybe caught up somewhere, you just tell the people, man, log in with my password. Assume you're using a computer at school or anything like that. And they won't be able to change any marks. They can only be able to view, and they can only be able to print. You can still view from here and print. So that's absolutely a good thing for me. So that's part of the security thing that I thought, you know, it's kind of cool. So let's turn it back on. So you just say mark entry panel, let's just show we're done. Okay, so now it's here. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So that's all with this small software. For now, I've introduced all that, and this is all you need to know. You just have, then you just print these things. Just choose them and print. Nothing to worry about. Those being there, so it gives you all the analysis. I want you guys to go through this thing and find out if there's a problem with a calculation here and there. You know, writing a big problem like this, writing a big program like this is a problem, because you really need to, you know, you need to consider every possible issue that may come up. And at times you are doing it alone. Like personally, I'm doing it alone. I'm not a team of guys doing this, so you are definitely not going to cover up everything. So it's very good that you guys just check, be open, just check, and if there's a mistake somewhere, just alert. It's for the better. We still work to make this whole thing a good thing for all of us. Close it up, and that's just about it. You can log out. Once you log out, this is the front panel. When it comes here. So you don't have the password, you can't go anywhere. Sorry for you, but someone who has this password can get their way to the back there. Okay, I don't know how, but too much security for nothing. No one is going to break this thing. It's not a bank. Program closed. As a class teacher, that's it. So thank you for watching. Hope you didn't get so tired.